Hi everyone, I'm Camille. I'm a wellness coach for mothers. And today we're going to have a discussion with Fatima from her property lab. So, Fatima, welcome. It's lovely to have you here.
Hi, Camille. Thank you for having me here. It's really lovely to have this chat today with you.
Oh, my pleasure. So, to start, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself and the services that you're offering to women?
I'm Fatima, the founder of Her Property Lab, and I support families, specifically women, that particularly those they are, going through life transition. It can be, separation. It can be rebuilding themselves financially or starting over. My background is in engineering and business analytics, and I now combine that with real estate to provide more structured, data-driving approach. Um, what makes my job work different from the others is that I don't just focus on buying or selling. I support women in the full journey from buying, selling, or even restructuring the situation from start to end. And, in reality, because these decisions are often connected, it's not just about purchasing property. It's about rebuilding stability and creating a long-term plan. Also, because of this purpose, I created few toolkits. Specifically, one is specifically for the women. They call it Women Financial Transition Property Entry Kit. It helped them to go through that. They can sit down by themselves, do all the calculation and steps that they need to make sure they are ready. And also I can do, one-on-one advisory session for them, sit down, consult, and help them through this, journey.
That's wonderful. I'm sure these services are much needed. Can you tell us a little bit more about the journey of the people that you help, like from the moment they find you? What does it look like for them?
To be honest, when you meet these people, first you can feel how overwhelmed they are, how stressed out. They feel that it's done. They feel, they are lonely. They are the only people in this situation, and they feel that it's very difficult for them to be able to manage, or sometimes because when you are in situation you have to do multiple decision at the same time, it's very difficult. But when we sit down, clarify all the steps and structure everything for them and make sure that, okay, I'm here with you. I will help. I will get all the needs that you need. We have network, we have brokers, we have everybody, lawyers, and they will help you during this journey. I think at the end, when you see the result, I think most important thing, well, when you see that they feel supported, they feel they're not alone, they're not scared anymore, they are more confident. I think it's one of the most reward that you can get from this.
Yes, certainly. So,
Yeah.
what inspired you or what motivated you to help women with their financial decisions?
I think it's really comes from my own life, both from my professional life and my own personal journey. I've always worked in decision-driven environments where structure and clarity was really essential. But I noticed that even in this situation, when many women feel uncertain when it comes to big purchases or big financial decision like this, like property, and specifically when they are navigating, life changes. And also from my own, personal life, from my own experience, I realized that these moments often involve, as I said, multiple decisions. You get scared, you get emotional, you get overwhelmed, where to move, how to rebuild it again. You feel that it's impossible. You feel that because on that moment, that decision making is very difficult. You feel you are in a blank area, you don't know what to do. And I think that's what's really inspiring when it comes to the women in this situation. they really need that support. And I feel that because I got both knowledge and experience personally, I feel that, and I think I feel that gap. And I feel that I really need to start something to help others as much as I can.
Yeah, I agree that there is certainly a real need here when we think about big life transition, like a separation, for instance, and there are children involved. And as a mother, we're usually really focused on the well-being of the children and navigating all the emotional drama.
Exactly.
And often women have also been through maternity leave and years where they didn't work, so they're not as far ahead as in their career and as financially settled as their
Yeah.
partner might be. So it makes it extra difficult for women. And I'm really appreciative that you're offering this service.
Exactly. It is my, like, as I said, I always wanted to have some purpose in my life. And I think it's something that it's really important for myself to just one thing that I want to tell the women. Just first of all, you're not alone. This is very common, when you look at common feeling, especially when you are dealing with different things. And with, as you said, you have a kids, you want to make sure that they are well-being, their well-being is very important. Just because of that, it's if you just there is three, I think there is the main steps that we need to really understand. First, understand your current position. That's difficult, but you will. And then clarify your next steps, what you want to do. You know your budget, you know your situation, you know your financial, you know everything now. If you understand that situation, that position, then it will be easy to structure your next steps. And just define, you need to get the, I think everyone need to get the real structure, follow that structure, and it's all gonna, turn very well.
Yeah, so getting a structured process. Is that the advice that you would give to women who feel overwhelmed with their
Yeah,
finances?
for sure. First thing I'll sit down with them. I'll say, understand your position, put everything there. As I said, one of the kits that I designed is this is the same thing. And also I wrote the ebook. I will publish it very soon. This is one of the things, what they really need to go through. What's the first step they really need to check to define their, financial, emotional position. Then when you understand which area, what, stage you are, it's easier to define the next steps.
Well, thank you so much, Fatima. Thank you
Thank
for sharing your insight and for supporting our community. I'm sure we'll
thank
speak again soon because you have a
you.
lot to share. So,
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me here and giving this opportunity to me to add that little, friendly talk here, and wish well for everybody out there.
see you soon.
See you soon. Thank you.